Meanwhile, the guy they just sacked might make a swift return to the Premier League. This news has shocked me, I must confess. Southampton, who are in last place, lost to Wolves this past weekend, fired their manager, Nathan Jones. And the English media is reporting that Jesse Marsch is the favorite to replace him.
Yeah, I mean, right? So, first off, just from a pure theatrical perspective, can you imagine if this actually comes to fruition and Southampton were to hire Jesse Marsch? Keep in mind, Southampton in last place right now. And he were to take them on a run. And at the end, Pip Leeds for staying up, and then Leeds went down. Can you imagine the chef's kiss moment for Jesse Marsch? Now, where this came from, I don't know. In reading this articles, there seems to have been an appreciation, a long-distance appreciation, maybe a romance when it comes to how Southampton has looked at Jesse Marsch. But what's confusing to me is, what are they looking at him for? Because it's not as if he has this history of coming in and saving teams, notwithstanding what he did last year with Leeds. But this isn't a, break glass in case of emergency type of coach. So is this a much more long-term type approach, even with the understanding that if that doesn't happen and they go down, this is the guy who they want at the helm to lead them through the next year in the championship and bring them back up because they believe in him so much, and it's just fallen in their lap at this time. I don't know. This would, again, if this happens, I will be very, very surprised. But good for Jesse Marsch that this is even in the news right now. And if it ultimately happens, they got themselves a good coach who's going to be incredibly motivated here down the stretch. But it might be a bridge too far to figure out a way to keep them from going down.
If he gets offered the job, he has to take it?
No. Does he have to take it? It depends. I mean, we've talked about the U.S. men's national team. If there are talks going on behind the scenes, and I don't know why there would be, because there's still nobody working at the federation that is supposed to be making these decisions. But if he has the inkling that he is high on the candidate list for the U.S. men's national team, then maybe he holds off. Or maybe he says, look, this is just a temporary type of thing. Give me the trolls here. Let me see what I can do down the stretch. Maybe I can fire up some magic like you saw with Leeds last year, and I can save you, or I can at least make a run here. And then in the summer, we'll talk. Maybe.
You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops every week. Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.